morning. Good morning. Good morning. Lord have mercy. You guys look fantastic. Thank you so much for joining the call this Monday morning. Yes, where's Waldo today? Well, I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you a little sneak preview right there. If you can read, let's see, can I see it? Read that sign there. Yeah. I'm in, gosh, I'm on tour. Let's say that. I'm on tour for the rest of the week. I will be in different locations tomorrow at a different beach. This is a gorgeous beach right here. Tell you what, it's fantastic. Been here for 3 days at this beach, heading down south to another beach in a little place start with the MIA. You get the rest of it, right? Yeah. Well, we're on location. We're on location. Uh, you work hard, you play hard. We deserved it. So I'm on vacation. Myself and Mr. Clemens are here on on a little tour. Hey, well deserved R&R. Matter of fact, sir, I'm gonna let you introduce our speaker. He's a block away, getting ready to have a little something to eat, and then we're gonna hit the road again. So with that said, Mr. Clemens, you want to say a few words, sir, and introduce our guest speaker?
Like you said, man, we appreciate everybody on this call today. It is a pleasure of having you all here. Last few days have been amazing. So we're just, as he said, reaping the rewards from all the hard work put in all throughout our lives, day in, day out. So I'm going to go ahead and get myself out of the way because we have an amazing speaker today that I didn't even know I was going to introduce. But we all know her and love her to death. As Mr. Thomas always explains, she is an amazing 5 feet tall and full of fun. She's an entrepreneur at heart, always has been, always will be, had a locksmith business and knew that she wanted to do more with her life, and she found ACN. And by doing that, she's been able to create a massive residual income and is growing her business all over the world right before our eyes. So without further ado, I would like to introduce my tallest friend out there, Miss Roxann Corralejo.
Oh my gosh, I am so jealous. That was a gorgeous, beautiful view. Y'all get me most of the day today, which is crazy. I'm so excited because I do have a lot of energy today. I just have so much that's in the works, in motion, and I want to fill you guys in, not only what I have going on, but what I see other people have going on. I mentioned at the beginning of the month that this is just something is shifting, something is changing, and it's just phenomenal feeling to see, not only for myself, not only for my team, but for this group and for other groups. So y'all, it is going to be an exciting day. First and foremost, I definitely want to give it back to the leadership, Mr. Jabri Clemens, Mr. Al Thomas. You guys are so phenomenal. You guys are still putting on this call when you don't have to, when you guys are just having the time of your lives, but you know how important this is, not only to you, but to us. You step up and you are still there. So I am honored and thank you for the privilege of this platform here. Being able to speak to everybody not only helps develop me as a person, but helps develop me as a leader. Just everything that I learned from this, just in myself alone, and then all the leaders on this call, is truly just something I cannot repay to you guys, to be able to have this opportunity, not only for myself, but to pour into others what I've learned and what I've gained from others that have poured into me. And that goes back to one thing that I mentioned about leadership, is that we got to pour into others as well. We can receive all we want, but we want to give as well. That's what I love about ACN, is if you don't give, if you don't pour into others, you don't win. And it's so phenomenal that we have this platform that we can do that on. And then your guys' energy. So that energy is so infectious. Mr. Al Thomas is good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. And he was off a little bit today, but you still saw all the excitement. He was like, I'm going to go have fun, y'all. I'm going to hand it to Mr. Clemens. I'm done. But it's so phenomenal that he can still be here for us. And that energy just gets us so excited. But I don't see the excitement in your guys' faces. So show me how excited and how thankful we are to have these guys. Yes, Amanda, she's shaking in her car. She's going to make that car move. I love it. So we want to have this energy and this infectiousness about us. I love it. And on these calls, because we are losing it with Zoom, y'all. We can't feel the excitement. And I'm on these calls all the time, even a Saturday training. I got invited to someone else's Saturday training that I've never attended before. And I'm at the gym. I just lost track of time and I'm stuck at the gym and I'm sitting there excited. I'm clapping. I'm doing this in the call in the middle of the gym, and people are looking at me like, this girl is crazy. She's sitting. She's not even working out. What is she doing? Is she watching someone else work out? But that's okay. We have to have fun with this. We have to enjoy ourselves in the process. So I want to see, last week we were a little off, but I want to see who's been paying attention now. What's our topic? Our topic for the month, this series, what is it? Are we able to put it in chat? We can mouth it. What is this series? Leadership. Victor, yes, fantastic. Leadership. And why? Why is leadership so important? To spend an entire month on it is crazy. Why am I spending a whole month on the topic of leadership? Do you remember? There's a reason. There's a reason I'm going to keep repeating over and over and over. It's because everything rises and everything falls on leadership, who we are being as leaders. Is that an excuse to blame our leaders when stuff's not happening? No, it's a reason why stuff isn't happening in your business, because you're not stepping up maybe the way a leader should. So a couple things we talked about is one, servant leadership. Taking responsibility. Yes, Jackie, you beat me to it. Absolutely. So number one was servants leadership. How do we serve? How are we serving our upline? What are we doing to help them out? I heard something yesterday that there was someone, she's not on this call, I don't believe, but she went out and made some prints and a leader said, hey, let me know what the cost is. Let me reimburse you. And she said, no, I'm a leader. I'll cover it. You wanted these prints, I got them for you. Are you serving your leaders? Because it is hard when someone is running a team. If you have 10, 20, 30, 40 new reps come in, they need help as well. Your leaders need help to help you grow. So are you serving your leaders? But are you also serving your sideline? We can learn so much from people in other different organizations, our sidelines. I am learning so much just through some of my calls that I have going on through the week, my accountability calls. Joshua Casey right now is really keeping me on my toes. He is really showing me and helping me step up. He's nowhere related to my business, but because of his activity and what he's doing, he is helping me grow at the same time. And then third, our downline. How are we serving our downline? That is huge as well. We need to make sure we're there for them, because if we're not, they fail, you fail. If they didn't make it, it's because you didn't give them the tools to get there. And the second thing, like Miss Jackie said, Miss Jackie Black, thank you so much for that, is taking responsibility. We covered the difference between victim and responsibility. Are we taking responsibility for what's going on in our business? Now, sometimes when you say victim, oh, I don't want to be the victim, but this is what really happens. I get it. Stuff happens. It happens all the time. Life happens. Family gets sick. We have the kids. What happened yesterday happened yesterday. It's not happening right this second. You might still be dealing with some of the consequences or some things that are coming out of it. But what happened yesterday. It's done. What's going to happen tomorrow is going to happen tomorrow. We can worry about it then. Let's not stress about it right now. Right now is what we need to focus on. What are we doing right now? So y'all are listening to me. You're like, Roxann, I'm in, I'm listening, I got this. This is what we're doing right now. I want to take a quick second and have y'all pull up your phone. Do a big favor for me. Pick up your phone, everybody. Where are these phones? Send a text right this second. I promise you it only takes a couple seconds. Send a text to someone. I'll give you a second to think about who. If you're a leader, you already have a list of people. But send a text to someone and just say, hey, yo, I need to talk to you. I'm tied up for the next 20 minutes. Will you be free in 20? That's it. And I am going to do this with you so that you guys know I'm in the trenches with y'all. We're doing this together. Done. I said it right here. It says, yo, I need to talk to you. Can you be free in 20 minutes? I'm tied up on a call right now. Send. I sent it to someone that I've been meaning to reach out to and haven't. Why haven't I? Stuff comes up. We are already talking about that. So show of hands, who actually really sent that text to someone? We got a couple. I got phone confirmations, got a few more coming in. Awesome. Hands raises. I love it. I promise you, not everybody that's on this call right now sent that text. I hope maybe half, maybe 75%, but some of you guys didn't send it. And the reason being, my third topic that I'm going to talk about today is putting in the work. How many of us are actually putting in the work? I talked about, all right, yesterday was yesterday, tomorrow's tomorrow. Let's focus on right now. When you guys are sitting at a doctor's office or you're waiting for someone to get on a call, you hear that hold music. Are you texting someone? Are you trying? There we go. Maria's got it. She looks a little stressed, like, but she got it. Getting the work done. Yes, yes. Sharon got it too. I love it. So are we putting in the work on our downtime? We all have downtime. I know sometimes I'm parked somewhere and I'm waiting to get out of a car. I'm waiting for an appointment. I'm going to send a quick text. We need to keep active, because if we're not, a whole day goes by without doing anything. That's what these accountability calls are for that I'm involved in, is because I know I was slipping and I need someone to hold me accountable and say, Rox, what did you do today? What did you do this week? If you go a whole week and nothing happened in your business, what are you here for? That's not to make you feel bad about anything, but it's just to say, hey, you're putting in this time. You're putting in this time every single day for 30 minutes, 45 minutes, an hour, sometimes these calls Monday through Friday. And if you're not putting in the work, why are you here? Why are we taking that time away from either your jobs, your family, your religion, your church? Why are you absorbing this information and doing nothing about it? So we got to put in the work. And you guys know me, I like stories. Story time. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about how I'm putting in the work, because I don't always. A lot of what I talk about is because I know shortcomings in my business. I know where I need to step up. So Lubbock, y'all, most of y'all have heard, some of y'all forgot, but Lubbock is about to deregulate for energy. That is huge. I'm currently not in an energy market at all, but Lubbock, it took me about 6 hours to drive there. So it's about a 6-hour drive for me out in Lubbock, outside of San Antonio. You know, I've been traveling all over the place, but it's about a 6-hour drive to San Antonio. And Thursday, I just said, you know what? I'm going to drive to Lubbock. I'm going to drive out there. And I had someone that had said, you know what? I'm thinking about going out there too. And I said, sweet, let's carpool. I just got a brand new car. Most of y'all already know that from an accident, had 13 miles on it. I am loading up the miles on this car already. I don't want to, but I said, let's carpool. Well, that person said, you know what? I'll reach back out to you. I'll let you know. Didn't end up going with me. So is that going to stop me? Does anybody think that that would stop me? Heck not. I said, all right, no problem. I'm not waiting on anybody. I am going. That person had mentioned, well, I've been cold marking. I've been reaching out. I've been making phone calls. I don't have anybody out there yet. I'll go when I have someone out there. Me not having a single team member in Lubbock or in the entire surrounding areas of Lubbock, do you think that stopped me? Heck no, because we have to put in the work, right? That's what we're talking about. Let's put in the work. I jumped in my car. I drove out there. Do not know a single soul. Haven't talked to anybody. I put something out on Facebook like, oh, who has family in Lubbock? Who's from Lubbock? Who knows people out here in Lubbock? I got a little bit of response. It's not a big city. It's not where a lot of people are from. It's very country. That's one thing. We're out here in Texas, and it's kind of out towards, it's actually about the same distance, I think, from Mr. Sam Foster as well. So I drove out to Lubbock. I get in a hotel room. First day I'm there, I said, all right, I'm going to hit the gym. I hate working out at the gym, but I'm like, hey, I'm injured right now, but I'm just going to hit the gym to go to the gym, just to meet people, right? I'm in this city. What am I going to do here? I don't know anybody. Let's just hang out at the gym. I talked to the lady up in front, the girls that are checking me in, showing me how to sign up. It's Planet Fitness. That was the closest one to me. And I said, all right. And I'm just chit-chatting with the girls. And I asked one of them and I said, hey, I'd love to connect. you have to know your marketplace as well. I'm going to say that a little bit because with Lubbock and a lot of Texas too, it's about creating that relationship. And I know some of it is we are like quick for the peak and quick to move on. You really can't do that in this marketplace. One, because I also want customers. If they don't want to sign up, I want customers. I don't want to scare them away right away. So I'm trying to create that rapport and that relationship, chit chatting. And one of the girls says, oh, I just moved out here. I'm from, I've lived in San Antonio as well. And I said, me too, yay. So we had something to talk about. And I asked her, I said, hey, I'd love to exchange numbers. I don't know what's out here. I just got here last night. If you can tell me what places to try, what places to stay away from, I'd really appreciate it. She didn't want to give me her number. She said, I just moved out here. I don't know anything, but you know what? Coco right here, her someone that was sitting next to her, Coco's lived here her whole life. Coco's 19. So she was like, yeah, I can help you. And I said, great. I'd love to exchange numbers. She said, yeah, fantastic. So here I'm there, I don't know, maybe 5 minutes, already talked to 2 people and I got 1 number. I didn't go for the peak, but I went to create that relationship with her. She has lived there her entire life. Do you think she knows people in Lubbock? Maybe a little bit. It doesn't matter her age, 19 years old. She might not have that credibility, but she knows people and that's what I want. So I talked to her and Coco, yes, Coco's ready to go. So we chit chatted. She was so happy to exchange numbers. She was telling me places to go. Afterwards, I said, I need a healthy-ish place to go for lunch. Do you have any recommendations? She recommended this cafe, this smoothie/cafe shop. I went in and I started talking to the gentleman that was ringing me in at the front counter. I stayed there to eat. My whole purpose there is to meet people because guess what? When it does deregulate, which it hasn't yet, that smoothie shop is going to be one of my first customers. I promise you, because I'm going to go every single day when I'm in Lubbock. But I talked to the gentleman behind the counter. I did pique him, told him what I was in town for. I asked him if he would be open and he said no. It happens, right? We get no's. Even I get no's. As smiley and happy as I am, everyone always wants to say yes, but I do get no's, I promise. And he said, no, but I have a friend who works for the news in advertising. Well, Zoom Energy, we don't do any advertising, but I said, fantastic. I'd love for you to share my information with him. He said, absolutely. Write down your number and I'll give it to him. And I said, hey, if you wouldn't mind, I'd like to just text you all my info so that you have it and you can just forward it. It'd be super easy. And he said, yes. I got a number from someone who said no. He gave me his number. I texted him. I got a number for someone who said no. Why? Because I don't care what happens. I'm building a team in Lubbock. I don't have one yet, but it's happening. And he is going to start hearing about the progress on what I'm having in just a short amount of time. That no can turn into a yes. So I grabbed that number anyway. And I said, fantastic. I didn't expect anything out of it. I didn't expect a call. I left. Within an hour, I got a call from his friend. His friend was saying, hey, so-and-so reached out to me and told me to give you a call. And I said, great. I was sitting down with him at a coffee, a presentation. Knew nobody out there in Lubbock. Within 24 hours, I had already peaks and I had already a presentation cold market. Why? Because I'm putting in the work. I don't say this to impress anything on you guys, to show you that it takes work to build. I don't care what position you are. Mr. Al Thomas, I promise you, on the beach is peaking people. So we put in the work. I do this presentation. He's hesitant. He doesn't know me. I just arrived in Lubbock. He knows that. I'm 100% honest with everything I'm doing. But one of the questions he asked me, another thing is posture. One of the questions he asked me is, hey, I did a little research when I called you. I know that we're about to deregulate. It said like 70 companies are coming in to Lubbock. What makes you stand out from the others? What makes Zoom Energy is what he said. What makes Zoom Energy stand out from the others? And I said, honestly and humbly, what makes me stand out is me. You are going to get me. Most of the people are going to get a phone call. They're going to get mail. They're not going to know the person they're working with. And I understand because I'm in San Antonio. I understand Texas. And I know we like referrals. We're people person business. We like to sit down in front of people. And so I promise you what you guys are going to get, what you're going to get is me. Every step of the way, I'm going to help you through the process. And he loved that answer. Now, he's a maybe person. He's not 100% for signing up. That's no problem. But I said, hey, do you happen to know any real estate agents? Because I know what I do, which is far beyond electricity. I really can help out real estate agents. And he said, yeah, actually, we do a couple network meetings. Done. 30 people in one group, 20 people in another group. That's 50 people that he's going to put me in front of. Is he going to sign up? I don't know. Do I care? Not really. It's all about the numbers and putting in the work. So I just got back to San Antonio yesterday. I'm driving back out to Lubbock tomorrow to be able to make these meetings and talk to people because we're putting in the work. So I want to ask you guys, are you doing what it takes? Are you putting in the work? Are you scared to go to other places because you don't have a rep there yet? Are you scared because maybe you don't know the language? We've already talked about that and how I went to Colombia, sat through an entire 2-day event, not understanding a dang thing. It happens. So the other example and story I want to give you guys real quickly before we dismiss is a gentleman that I met just a couple days ago, and he really inspires me. Reason being is because this gentleman, one, doesn't speak English, and actually he said he was going to be on this call. He probably is. I haven't seen him yet. There's a lot of y'all today, but he said he was going to be on this call, and he doesn't speak English. He only speaks Spanish. So first off, he's making those steps, putting in the work, said, hey, I want to jump in. I want to listen. I'm going to absorb what I can. Maybe he gets a translator, which might be hard because I speak fast. Maybe I should start speaking slower. But he's trying to plug in any way he can. He has been studying ACN, jumping on as many calls as he can, y'all, for 5 years, trying to study ACN in and out and learn every single aspect of this business. But guess what? He's not an IBO. 5 years. He knows there's an opportunity. He's been studying this business for as long as I've actually been in this business, and he is not in IBO. Why? Why? Because he lives in a country where ACN isn't even in. He is putting in the work before he can even work. What? That blew my mind. That is why I have so much respect for this gentleman. Are you acting like an SVP before you're an SVP? That's why this stands out to me. Me going out to Lubbock, I'm acting like an SVP. Mr. Al Thomas has shown me he's gone out to all these areas and he has these presentations all over the place. That's how an SVP acts. We have so many of them in this company that we see and we learn from and we absorb that information. But are we going out there and doing what they are doing? And I said, you know what? It's about time. Let me just see what happens in Lubbock. And I throw my hands up and say, let me just see. But there's only one result, y'all. That I'm going to get customers and I'm going to get a team. How big that is, I don't know, but I'm expecting a lot. But I'm going to keep going week after week after week after week. Are they open for electricity yet? No, but I'm going to keep going because those are the moves for an SVP, even though I'm not an SVP. Eric, he is making those SVP moves. I promise you, whenever his country deregulates, we don't know when that is yet. And he doesn't know when that is yet. But when his country deregulates, do you think he's going to have some success? Maybe a little, maybe a medium, maybe a lot. Maybe this gentleman will beat me to senior vice president, and I'm fully confident that he will, because he has that drive, he has that dedication. He has learned how to become a proper leader in this company. He has learned through leaders what it takes and what he has to do. He has to be a servant leader. He has to take responsibility. He has to put in the work. He is doing all these things. And when you are doing those things, you attract. That's what we're talking about in becoming a leader, the proper leader. You start attracting. He started noticing all these other leaders that are showing confidence, that are showing posture. When you go out and start peaking people, how many people are you peaking? I mentioned Mr. Casey, why he's been inspiring me so much lately. It's telling me, forcing me to step up and do more is because recently he was in Vegas and he peaked so many people. He pre-qualified so many people, brokers in real estate. His wife is in real estate. One day, I think he said he had 66 names and numbers from pre-qualified brokers that are interested. 66 in one day. Now, Mr. Casey is acting like an SVP. Do you think Mr. Casey is going to be an SVP? Absolutely. Yes, Dan Foster is raising his hand. He says, yes, these are the moves we got to make. And I want you guys to get excited on these calls and absorb all the information that's being given out to you, because I don't want you to end this call, to hit end, and then go back to work on your computer and lose that momentum. So once again, let's get excited, y'all. Imagine that you were on your SVP run. Imagine that someone on your team is on their SVP run. Let's get excited. Let's clap. Let's cheer. Let's build something into this last week, into the month. We have one more week, one more Monday. Let's build some excitement. Let's close out July strong. We're already halfway through the year. I want to see everyone here get promoted. Everyone here have success. Everyone here hit those next customer bonuses. Anything we have to do within this next month, let's build into that. Thank you so much. I'm not quite sure who I'm giving it back to, Mr. Jabri Clemens, Mr. L. Thomas. I really appreciate both of y'all for this platform. Thank you, guys.